From the East Brunswick Jewish Center, I'm Rabbi Jeff Pivo. Someone once asked me if I ever get upset while I'm doing my work, and I told them that, like everybody else, I occasionally feel disappointed or frustrated, once in a while even angry. It would be surprising if I didn't feel any of those things. But, I added, the key to dealing with those emotions is to find a constructive way to stop and think, what is the right thing to do at this moment? I try not to let negative feelings come out when I'm doing my work as rabbi, because they would undercut my effectiveness and they would potentially damage a relationship. By asking myself the question of what is right, I'm also then able to jump to a resolution of the problem. If an apology is called for, I apologize. If a misunderstanding has come up, I try to explain and clear it up. If the other person has done something or said something inappropriate, I try to tell them so without anger and as diplomatically as I can. By letting what is just guide my actions, I'm able to focus on results rather than how I feel about achieving those results. In Parshat Shoftim this week, a famous passage occurs that aptly phrases Judaism's emphasis on doing the right thing. Tzedek, tzedek tirdof, it says, justice, justice shall you pursue. The Torah's insistence on tzedek was at the time at odds with ancient cultures, whose laws were usually skewed to favor the wealthy and the upper classes. But it's also at odds with how we ourselves often behave, putting personal or political agendas ahead of pursuing what is just. Our sages teach that the repetition of the word tzedek in the verse teaches an additional lesson. It's not enough simply to do what is right. We must rather actively pursue justice rather than waiting for opportunities to create it. And we have to be just in our pursuit of justice, not merely using unsavory means to meet a just end. Unlike the cultures that surrounded our ancestors, and unlike our own culture at times, the Torah teaches that it is justice which must guide our words and our actions, not who will benefit. Justice is both the means and the end of our creating the world that God desires. From all of us at the East Brunswick Jewish Center, a Shabbat Shalom.